Hello and welcome back, everyone, to a Toy Tecmo Koei game presented by Koei.
Koei presents.
And developed by Omega Force. That's right, everyone. The people that made you Dynasty Warriors are going to bring you another Dynasty Warriors game.
Another Dynasty Warriors game. Tale of Souls and Swords. No, wrong game, sorry. Bow.
Yes, the rock pieces in this game are actually really goddamn nice.
Bow, bow, bow.
Excuse me while I attempt to actually to balance out my audio. That should be good. Now look at all these different new characters for Dynasty Warriors 8, because yes, that is what we're going to be playing for this playthrough. We're playing through Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends specifically, although you can mostly forget the subtitle because we're only going to go through one campaign, because it's my favorite campaign, actually, and that's why we're going through it. I wanted something relatively easy to record that I didn't have to put all that much time into, and I did this in one sitting. I was supposed to be slightly longer than one sitting, to be perfectly honest, but nope, I did it in one sitting.
Mitsurugi?
No, that is Lubu. I understand the confusion, though, because Mitsurugi's ponytail is, you know, it looks like it would fit under Lubu's ridiculous hat.
Extreme.
Alright, and the story mode that we'll be going through is the Woo campaign. Yes.
Yay.
Now, the reason we're going through the Woo campaign is because, personally, the Woo campaign has got the characters that I like the best in it, as well as they're the only characters that actually come off as not being dicks. Religious cults, tyrannical eunuchs, and other traitorous elements look to seize power for themselves, and we are here to attempt to stop them. Yes.
Yes. Their castrations must stop immediately.
Sun Jian, a descendant of Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War, was counted among its ranks.
Sure.
So yeah, the first major battle that we're going to go through is a condensed version of the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
Chinese history. Although I wonder how many of these events actually, like, even refer to real happenings.
Yes, actually. The Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which is the novelization of this period of history, is what Dynasty Warriors itself is based on. And although a lot of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is heavily mythologized, especially with all of its mysticism and Taoist teachings, it has a lot of historical backdrop. So the first character that we're going to be playing as is Sun Jiang. She specifically specializes in the wheels weapon, also, which was originally called the Chakram, but there are actually wind and fire wheels. The Chakram weapon does actually appear in this game on a different character, but it's a giant Chakram as opposed to the wind and fire wheels projectiles that Sun Jiang is technically using.
Any warrior you'll find.
I will attempt to shut up now.
Well, there's the beauty of subtitles, as we have found, is that the commentators can go on ad nauseum, and not only some of the content will be lost.
The wind has begun to blow.
Yes, it has, Sun Jian. I'm using the English voice actors because that's just how I am more well used to the performances. To be perfectly honest, the Japanese voice acting is probably better. But, I don't know. I prefer the English voices.
Doesn't seem like a good omen.
Well, in either case, it seems that the language choice would be inappropriate.
Yes.
Quite unlike the side of
Quite inappropriate, actually, because as I understand it, because of a video I saw on YouTube recently, the Chinese and the Japanese never really got along.
No, they did not.
Right, brother? That's right. We shall become the gale that shreds Liu Biao.
It'll be fine. You can count on my father and my brothers.
Indeed you can.
Well, I mean, we can count on you. I mean, right, Gerdat?
Well, thankfully Gerdat is not actually in this game. I mean, Gerdat would be a terrible foot soldier.
No, because you're playing as Sun Jiang.
Yep. Let us begin.
Tigers of Sun. Show
show the enemy your terrible claws.
And yeah, Sujan is going to stay at home for a while. So, for those of you that don't know, Dynasty Warriors is a third-person, what most people would call a hack and slash. And honestly, I agree with that sentiment. To be perfectly honest, I actually prefer calling it a hack and slash as well.
Hack and slash is recognizable by mooks, a lot of dudes who you don't really have to know personally. These dudes don't have names, and they mostly look the same, as far as I could tell. And you're supposed to just destroy the hell out of them, en masse. There will be bodies everywhere. Hundreds of soldiers will fall in a single fight scene.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest, this style of hack and slash was popularized by Dynasty Warriors 2, not Dynasty Warriors 1, because Dynasty Warriors 1 is actually a 1v1 fighting game, and it's a game I've never actually played.
Ooh. That didn't hurt that badly.
No, but that's because we're playing a New Game Plus edition. I didn't want to have to delete all of my progress. When it came to this game, because I have sunk, what's a 3-digit number that's bigger than 100, Mr. Cloud?
101.
I have sunk approximately 101 hours into this game, and although that is across two different versions, the PS3 Complete Edition and the PC Complete Edition that I'm running it on. Yes, I'm running the PC version. I personally am a huge fan of this series. I will say that a good half of the games are things that you probably shouldn't play, especially if you like a specific entry in the series. You probably should just stick with that particular one. And honestly, Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends is probably the best of the Dynasty Warriors games specifically that I have played. The latest incarnation of Dynasty Warriors explicitly is Dynasty Warriors 9. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires is supposed to come out at some point in the next 2 years. We only know that it is a title. We don't actually know how development on it is going at the moment. But Dynasty Warriors 9 is shit, so I want to see what they're doing with Empires before I totally disregard it. But I don't have high hopes. Dynasty Warriors 8, a lot of the good aspects of it are that we start off very powerful and we remain about this powerful throughout the entirety of our playtime. This gets to be a problem on higher difficulty levels, but look at the kind of flashy shit that just our first character can do. Specific
200 enemies.
Yes. Also, our kill counts get ridiculously high.
No, not kill. It's a KO count.
It means kill. Come on.
Beating them up. It should mean we're beating them up with wheels. They got blades on those wheels. I guess we're gonna take them for a ride.
Yeah.
See, I was hanging on to that one for a couple minutes.
Wu, the reason why I like the Wu campaign and faction rather explicitly is because a lot of the character movesets and characters themselves are actually really awesome to play with. Take Sun Seng Zhang here, for example. The wheels themselves actually have a really nice flow and rhythm to their attacks without attack speed bonuses, but she gets a little bit of dueling proficiency and a little bit of crowd control with them. To be perfectly honest, I feel that way can describe a majority of the Wu cast. Not so much the other three factions, and yes, there are technically 3 other factions. Well, 4 technically. Yes.
Well, Han Dang.
Yes, Han Dang is actually a new character for Dynasty Warriors 8. He specializes in the short pike. Yeah, it's either the short spear or short pike. It's a weapon style that I don't actually ever bother to use. It's not a bad weapon style, to be perfectly honest. It actually has got a lot of goddamn range on the damn thing, to the point where its counterpart on the Wei / Jin side, the javelin is factually one of the best weapons in the game. I just don't actually play it. This character's name confuses me because Wei Yan is honestly one of my favorite officers on the Shu side, but this is a different way on. So that is a small problem that can happen in Dynasty Warriors. You may have a specifically favorite character who happens to share the name of another generic officer. But seriously, dude, I mean, we're pulling off stuff that wouldn't be out of place in Devil May Cry, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say Devil May Cry, Dante's Inferno, God of War, like they all do this kind of over the top, like I must be that 1 in 1,000 because I fucking beat up 999 other dudes in about 10 minutes.
Mind you, God of War is not actually like that. It's trying to be like that, but it's too fucking slow for it. Ugh.
Well, it slows down when it just wants to be dramatic, of course, because you want to have a good look at the boss that's been pissing you off before you knock his teeth out with a single punch.
Actually, I mean the generic flow of the flow of combat in general, as opposed to specific bosses, because that is one reason why I couldn't get into God of War 1 or 2, because starting off combat felt really goddamn slow.
Very good. The enemy's in an uproar.
Did you play the intro to Dante's Inferno?
I did not, although I now don't have an excuse not to, because it's going to be on Dante's Inferno is going to be on Game Pass starting around like 5 p.m. today. Although I'm not actually excited for Dante's Inferno to be on the service, to be perfectly honest. I'm waiting for Fallen Order, because that is one of the bigger things that I plan to do is do a blind run through a Fallen Order. We won! Woohoo!
The bargains! He could not believe it.
Victory is ours.
The victory! And discounts for everybody.
Oh, but what is
store's
this?
closed.
Sun has been struck by an arrow.
Lord Huangzu shall be avenged.
Run away!
I knew it. The wind today.
No!
It was the wind that drove the arrow into his heart. Or something. It's probably closer to
For the
his,
record, this is
stomach.
us successfully accomplishing one of the interesting things about Dynasty Warriors 8, the hypothetical routes. This is the only one that I'll be showing off, and we're not actually going all the way through this particular hypothetical route. So,
You found at Luoyang?
yes, Sun Jian is normally supposed to die here, and it's actually one of the big problems that I have with the Wu campaign.
I am getting old.
Everyone dies. Everyone.
Everyone dies.
That's not a joke. Like, I think of the roster that Wu has, all but like 3 people in it die.
Wait, what are you talking
And
about?
the people that don't die are Sun Seng Jiang, Sun Quan, and I think it's Cheng. It's not. Is it Cheng Pu? I think it's Cheng Pu. That those are the only 3 that actually survive the entirety of the Romance of the 3 Kingdoms.
All right. So, who do you want to have live? Do you want Sun Quan or do you want Pi Wang? No, I'm not like the cream of some young guy.
Yep.
Wayne's World.
So, even though Sun Jian is not dead, he's passing over leadership down to Sun Se.
Every tale starts at the beginning. That was quite the battle that we had, and there was a lot of shit happening, just like an actual battlefield situation.
Yes, but now we're going to do a prequel mission. You get this particular mission by unlocking the hypothetical route. And if you manage to get this hypothetical mission, you get to explore what makes Sun Jian specifically the hero that he is labeled as. Mind you, yeah, he is supposed to be dead. Well, not now, but yeah. All right, so Sun Jian brought with him for this battle, while he was assisting the forces of Dong Zhuo, his 2 sons and his daughter Sun Seng Jiang.
The family of tigers descended upon the Liang province.
Yep, we're going to be playing as Sun Jian in the next part. I show off here that I have both the special weapon, the special level 5 and special level 6 weapons for Sun Jian. Sure. And in the next episode, we will go in and show off what Sun Jian can do. Be safe, everybody.